Realization. The day I stopped laughing everything away. There was a time when I genuinely believed I was just a happy person. The friend who could always crack a joke. The one who could lighten the mood. The person who somehow found something funny even on the worst days. And everyone around me believed it too. You're always smiling. You're so positive. You never seem upset. And honestly, I believed them. But recently, I realized something that changed how I see myself. Sometimes I wasn't laughing because I was happy. Sometimes I was laughing because crying felt harder. The mask I didn't know I was wearing. Humor is a beautiful thing. It helps us connect. It makes difficult situations easier. It turns strangers into friends. But sometimes humor becomes something else. Sometimes it becomes armor, a mask, a hiding place. And I didn't realize I was wearing one. Whenever I felt disappointed, I would make a joke. Whenever something hurt me, I would laugh it off. Whenever I needed something from someone, I would ask in a playful way. Because being serious felt uncomfortable. Being vulnerable felt risky. What if people thought I was dramatic? What if they thought I was too emotional? What if they thought I needed too much? So instead of saying what I actually felt, I made it funny. I wrapped my feelings in jokes and hoped someone would understand what I really meant. Most of the time, nobody did. Because people hear the joke. They don't always hear the pain underneath it. When jokes become translations. Looking back now, I can clearly see my humor wasn't always humor. Sometimes it was disappointed disguised as comedy. Sometimes it was loneliness disguised as sarcasm. Sometimes it was a request for help disguised as a funny comment. And the strange thing is, I wasn't trying to deceive anyone. I was trying to protect myself. If someone ignored my joke, I could pretend it didn't matter. If someone laughed, at least I wasn't rejected. It felt safer. But safety has a cost. Because every time I translated my feelings into jokes, my real emotions remained unheard, even by me. The people I connected with. One thing I've always loved about myself is how deeply I care about people. I genuinely enjoy helping, listening, supporting, checking in, encouraging, being there. I've always been drawn toward people who are struggling. Maybe because I understood pain. Maybe because I never wanted anyone to feel alone. Maybe because helping others made me feel useful, needed, important. And for a long time, I thought this was entirely selfless. But recently, I asked myself a difficult question. Was I helping people? Or was I trying to save everyone except myself? Because there's a difference, a huge difference. The moment I realized I was abandoning myself, this realization wasn't dramatic. There wasn't some movie scene, no life-changing speech, just a quiet moment, and one painful truth. I was constantly showing up for everyone else, but I wasn't showing up for myself. I was checking on other people, while ignoring my own needs. I was protecting other people's feelings while abandoning my own. I was carrying responsibilities that were never mine to carry. And slowly I became exhausted. Not because people were bad, not because caring for someone is wrong, but because I had forgotten something important. I was a person too. I deserved the same kindness I gave everyone else. And somehow I wasn't receiving it from the one person who could always give it, myself. Why people pleasing feels so good at first. People pleasing is tricky because it doesn't feel harmful in the beginning. It feels kind, helpful, loving. You become the reliable friend, the understanding friend, the friend who never says no, the friend who always adjusts, the friend who always understands. But eventually, you notice something. Everyone knows your role, yet very few people know the real you. Because you have spent so much time becoming what others need that you have forgotten to ask what you need, and that's where self abandonment begins. Not all at once, but little by little. One ignored feeling, one swallowed disappointment, one sacrificed boundary at a time. The hardest lesson. One of the hardest lessons I have learned is this. Helping people should never require hurting yourself. Helping people should never require hurting your own self. You are not responsible for everyone's happiness. You are not responsible for fixing every problem. You are not responsible for carrying every emotional burden. You are allowed to care deeply, but you are also allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to choose yourself. And choosing yourself does not make you selfish. It makes you healthy. Learning to feel without apologizing. These days I am trying something new. When I am hurt, I am trying to admit it. When I am disappointed, I am trying to say it. When I need support, I am trying to ask for it directly. No jokes, no disguises, just honesty. And honestly, it's uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, because vulnerability feels unfamiliar. But I've realized something beautiful. People can't meet needs they never knew existed. People can't understand feelings you never express. And healing begins the moment you stop hiding from your own emotions. I'm learning that strength isn't pretending everything is okay. Strength is admitting when it isn't. I'm learning that kindness towards others is wonderful, but kindness towards yourself is necessary. I'm learning that boundaries don't push people away. They teach people how to love you properly. I'm learning that being needed is not the same thing as being valued. And most importantly, I'm learning that I deserve the same compassion I have spent years giving away. For most of my life, I thought I was just a happy person. And maybe I still am. But now I understand happiness isn't pretending pain doesn't exist. It's allowing both to exist at the same time. It's laughing when something is funny and crying when something hurts. It's helping people without losing yourself. It's caring deeply without carrying everything. It's showing up for others while finally showing up for yourself too. So if you have been laughing things away, if you have been hiding your needs behind jokes, if you have been helping everyone except yourself, maybe this is your reminder. You don't have to earn love by sacrificing yourself. You don't have to hide your feelings to be accepted. And you don't need to abandon yourself to keep other people comfortable. Take care of people, but don't forget to take care of the person who has been carrying everyone else. You. And maybe that's where healing begins.